Hi, this is Jeff again. I'm starting to call these Jeff's Jigs. I'm like a lot of guys on the internet. I don't get a dime for this. If you want to send me money, that's great. I won't turn it down. I just enjoy people finding creative solutions to problems cheaply and safely, and trying to achieve a task and getting it done successfully. That thrills me to see that. How many of you have used these layout gauges? They're an age-old device. This is a mortise gauge. It has two fine points on one side, single point in the back. You can use it either way, laying out a two-sided mortise or describing a line. Of course, adjustable thumb screw. You can adjust the mortise. It's an age-old tool. You can make this yourself. You can buy this. I probably paid about $30. This is a Freud. I've had it over 20 years. Similar, more simple version of this is a single scribe, adjustable thumb screw, slides on a member here. Set it down, you can scribe lines. You'd be surprised how much you'd use a tool like this. But of these two tools, I still use my homemade one more often. And I'll show you why. It's the same concept, only simpler in the sense that all you have to do is drill a hole. In this case, a 1/2-inch dowel. I made mine oval for softness and smoothness in your hand. You could make it square. I made it rectangular, made an X, drilled the hole, then cut the oval on a bandsaw. You could probably do it on a jigsaw if you're careful. Sand it and make it user-friendly. It has a brass insert for 1/4-20, if you can see that. Has a little thumb screw I use as a set screw. But the thing that makes this more useful to me is I can rotate this member with the cutting edge and make it angular so that it slides nicer. These barbed points always want to drag more and they don't work as effectively. This one, I can have the angle, if I'm pulling this direction, I can have the angle trailing away from me and it glides real nice and it's very effective. And if you notice, there's just a little cutting of a blade in there, a portion of a utility blade cut with tin snips, screwed right to the end. But it's very flat and sharp. It's very, very accurate. So if you set your distance from the cutting blade to your little fence the way you want it, with a decent rule, and everybody in their shop ought to have a rule, some type of steel ruler that's reliable day in and day out. I've used an Incra jig for years, this little Incra gauge with a tooth settings in it. It's just utterly repeatable and utterly accurate. So, you know, I can set my cut lines that way. But very often scribing a line is more accurate than a pencil line, and your chisels and such will fall right into that line and work well. This has worked well for me and takes about half an hour or 15 minutes maybe to make in the shop. I probably spent a half an hour on it. I've had this over 20 years, and it's the one I reach for the most. So give it a try, you won't be sorry. Thanks and have a good day.